Hello everyone, my name is Sunil and you are watching Odoo screencast. And in the previous screencast, we have seen how we can create a lead and we can convert the lead into opportunities, and we can propose to our customer by quotation, and we can share the quotation through email or through the portal, and then we can convert the same quotation into sales order. In this screencast, we are going to see the other features of the CRM. So in the screen you can see, if you click on the sales part, so we have covered these 2 points. Now the next point is the team pipelines. So what does it mean by the team pipeline is, so let's say you are managing a team of multiple people, multiple individuals, and you would like to track the lead and sales team wise. You can track it. So there is a provision where you can see there are one team, there are 9 open opportunities and 7 overdue opportunities, 7 quotation and 11 orders to invoice. And ground you can see, below you can see the timelines, and here in the next uh, pipeline you can see like 5 opportunities are there, 5 overdue opportunities, 1 quotation and 7 overdue, so 7 orders to invoice. So like this you can have the multiple team which you can create through the configuration, and each team you can track like how is the performance over a period of time. This is good for the team manager or the management. They can have the one outlook, in one screen, team wise. Now next to that there is a customers, that is where you can create the multiple customers, which we have seen in the contact part as well. So this is where you can create a customers, and we have already seen the lead. Now coming back in the reporting section, if you click, the drop down has 3 different options called lead, pipeline and activities. So if you click on the lead, you will have the reports of like how the leads are getting created, converted, and you have the multiple charts which you can use it. For example, let's say if you are using the line chart, so you have something like this. If you looking for the pie chart, you have something like this. If you are looking the bar chart, you have it will appear something like this. You can measure through the different parameters also, like automated probability, bounce, color index, days to assign, days to close, expected revenue, IAP credits, and probability, and prorated revenue. So there are multiple criterias are there which you can configure it. For example, let's say if you are selecting days to assign, you can see like the chart has changed, right? Days to close, expected revenue, IAP credit, probability, prorated revenue. So this is how this measure criteria are working. And there are options to filter as well, like you can filter the lead opportunities based on, I mean, all the lead based on won, lost or creation date. So there are multiple filter criteria are there. You can have based on the time range also. Let's say if you are looking to have the reports based on, let's say, this last week how much we have did, last month how the company has performed, last quarter how the company has performed. So we can based we can have the report based on the time range also. Next to lead, there is a pipeline. So this is how the pipeline report looks like. Again, there are multiple criteria are there in the pipeline reports as well. Multiple charts are there. We can use the multiple chart, and we can have the filter also. We have the different time range also. So we can, there are list views also we can have, but since we are seeing the reports, it is better to go through the graph views. And next to that, there are activities, like how the activities has been performed by an individual or by a team. So you can see that we have the filter here, completed last 365 days. So if you would like to have the filter based on the time, we can have based on the time, or the lead, or the opportunities. So these activities can be tracked here, activities reportings. Now the configuration part, which is very very important. In the configuration part, you see the first one is showing settings. Here you can have the settings of the system, like how the lead has what are the settings for the lead CRM, right? And then sales teams are there. We can create the multiple sales team here. In the previous just couple of minutes back, we have seen this Europe and America was there. We can create a multiple sales team by giving a name to the sales team. So let's say we can say South India, and we can have the team lead. If we wanted to give the proper email alias, also we can give the proper email alias, but that's not required. And we can assign to the specific the person, and we can give the invoicing target. Let's say 50 lakh is the invoicing target, let's say we wanted to give, right? And we can have the specific member within this team. So let's say we are having this team also, so we can have the specific individual within this team, right? So then if you go to the team section, we have the team member, team here. So this is how we can create the sales team. Now coming back to activities type, so there are multiple activities types are there. Usually these activities type are sufficient. So if you go and look how this activities type look like, so we can have like we have one here, like email, then action to perform, none, then default next activities. So if let's say you have completed these activities, then what is the next activity? So let's say after email there should be call, we can have a call, recommended next activities. So let's say we can have a call also, default description of this activities. So usually if you configure this properly, and while creating the while scheduling the activity into the lead section, this will help you out. So for example, let's say I'm saying send an email to customer, and I'm saying here need to send an email to customer. So this is the description and the default summary I have given. Now if you go back to the my pipeline, and if you see go bottom here and click on schedule activities, and then if you check email, see just this description just now we have given, right? So this is how you can save a lot of time while creating the activity, scheduling the activities, right? Now in the pipeline section, there are multiple tags are there which you can use to segregate the lead and opportunities. You can create your own tag based on your requirement, right? So this is how where you can create a tag. And then lost region, so lost region, sometime when we connect to the customer and the customers are not they think that it's too expensive, or there are many maybe other regions. So we can have those lost regions. If let's say we are following up some leads for a month time, and then later on customer saying no, I have choose some other vendor. There are a lot of competitors out there, so you can have the multiple regions listed out here. And if you are losing some lead, then better you give the right regions, then it would be easy to reconcile and analyze while having the reports. Then there are lead mining requests. So usually lead mining requests are something, uh, like we can have the lead, but this is based on the credit required, right? Now the next is visit to lead rules. So these are the again, this is part of the credits. So if we have the credits, then we can use this. So this, in this screencast, we have completed the CRM module, and in the coming screencast we'll be having the sales module. Thank you so much once again for watching this screencast. Stay tuned for the next one.